Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you have done your third chapter and you're not facing any problem. If you are facing any problem, just contact me and I will help you solve them. Okay. So, as we talked in our Zoom class, that we are going to do something additional than what is given in your book about flowcharts. So, what we are going to do today is looping in algorithms and flowcharts. Okay. This is very important topic, so pay attention. What is looping? Repeating the same instructions again and again until a particular condition is satisfied. Okay. So what does it mean? Means you are doing the same work, same process again and again until it has done properly. Okay. How uh, how to explain this? So I will give you one example. Now suppose you need to count the number of students in your class. Okay. What you need to do is count the number of students in your class. So how you do counting? You start with the first student. Okay. You say 1. Then you go to the next student. You say 1 plus 1 is 2. Then the next one 2 plus 1 3. And you continue to count until you have counted everybody in the class. Right. So what is the process that you are repeating? You are repeating the addition. Every time you are adding 1. Until when you are repeating that? Until you have counted everybody from that class. Okay, clear? Let's see one example. Example, setting up dinner table. Okay, you all might set up dinner table at your home. So let's see how we do that. So step 1, always start. Then take the table mat. टेबल पे आप सबसे पहले क्या लगाते हैं? टेबल मैट्स. So take the table mat. Now what you will do? Put the table mat on the table in front of a chair. Right? If you are 4-seater, you will put 4 table mats. If you have a 6-seater, you will put 6 table mats. Right? So how you will do? You will go in front of the chair. You will put the table mat. Okay? Then you will again go to the next chair and put another table mat. So what is the step 3? Put the table mat on the table in front of a chair. Clear? Now step 4. Repeat step 3 until mats are put for each person. जब तक आप सारे लोगों के लिए मैट नहीं लगा देते हो तब तक आपको क्या करना है? Go to that chair, put the mat. Go to that chair, put the mat in front of it. Right? Okay. Now step 5. Take the plates, cutleries and put on a mat. Now what you will do, you will take your plates and cutleries that you have to, put for each person. You will take it, you will put it on the mat. Correct? Then again you will take the plates and put on the another mat. And how many times you will do that? Until you have put plates and cutleries on each of the mats. Clear? So step 6 says repeat step 5 until plates are kept for each person. Now what you have to do? End or stop. Understood? So that is looping. You're doing same thing again and again until a particular condition is satisfied. Okay. So let's see another example. So in this example, what we are supposed to do? Adding first 5 whole numbers. Okay. I have written a pseudocode for it. So let's check the pseudocode. Begin. Set num equals to 1, counter equals to 0, sum equals to 0. Okay. So first tell me what is whole numbers. Whole numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Right. Now what would be the first 5 whole numbers? We know it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So your number will start with 1. Correct? Your number will start with 1. Now how many times you have to add them? 5 times. So you have to count it, right? So to count, we have taken a counter. Okay, counter is 0 because we have not started adding yet. Now we have given a value, we have taken a variable sum, and for that we have assigned a value 0 because initially we have not added anything. So initially the addition result would be 0. Okay, this is called initialization. This step, okay, this step is called initialization. Clear? Okay. So whenever you are doing this step, it is called initialization. Now what is our next step? Loop. Now loop till when? Until counter equals to 5. Okay. Loop until counter equals to 5. Right now what is our counter? 0. So we will go inside the loop. Once our counter is equal to 5, we will come out of the loop. Okay. Now what is the first thing? It is says sum equals to sum plus num. Now to explain it further, what I'll do is I'll write the values here. So I'll take n for num, c for counter, and s for sum. So our initial values which we initialized was 1, 0 and 0, right? Now what we are supposed to do? Sum equals to sum plus num. So our sum is 0, num is 1, so it will become 1. Counter equals to counter plus 1. So our counter will become 1. 0 plus 1, 1. Number will become number plus 1. Now why did we take number equals to number plus 1? Because we are not taking it as input, right? And we are moving to next number. So to move to next number, what you need to do? You need to add 1. That's it. Simple, है ना? So we have got our second number, that is 2. Now again it will go to the first step. It will compare the counter. Our counter is 1. It's not 5. So it will go inside the loop. Now sum equals to sum plus 1. So it will become sum plus num. So 1 plus 2 equals to 3. Clear? Counter equals to counter plus 1. So 1 plus 1 equals to 2. And number equals to num plus 1. So 2 plus 1 equals to 3. Right? Again it will go to this step, this one, and compare. Okay, my counter is 2. It has become 5 here. So no, it's not same. So again it will go inside the loop. Sum equals to sum plus num. Now my number is 3 and my sum is also 3. So sum plus num will become 6. Counter will become 3 and number will become 4. Correct? Let's do it again. So next time what happened? The sum will become 10. Counter will become 4 and the number will become 5. Clear? Still it is not 5. So it's still again it will go inside the loop. Now what will be the result? Sum equals to sum plus 1. So that is 15. Counter has become now 5 and our number has become 6. Okay. We were supposed to add only first 5 numbers. But as of now we have added only first 5 numbers only, right? Okay. Now again it will go and check counter equals to 5. So yes, counter equals to 5. So what it will do? It will end the loop. Okay. Once your loop is end, it will go to next step. It says print sum. Now what is our sum? It is 15. So it will print the number 15. Clear? This is called looping. Okay. अगर आपको वन टाइम में नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो वॉच दिस वीडियो अगेन एंड अगेन. इट्स वेरी स्मॉल वीडियो. You can watch it again and again. Okay. And let me know if you are still facing any problem. Okay. Now let's see the flow chart for that same question. Okay, so here also the flow chart will start with start. Again, we have done initialization. So num equals to 1. For counter, I have used the letter C. C equals to 0. Sum equals to 0. Asha, one important thing. All these things are called variables. Okay. This num, C, sum, all these are called variables. And all these are called values. Okay. So variable and values. We have initialized our variables. Now what we are doing? We are checking if C equals to 5. But right now C is 0, right? We have seen in previous also, right? So initially the C was 0. If C is not 5, it will go to the no portion, right? So here sum equals to sum plus num. Okay. C equals to C plus 1. Num equals to num plus 1. So with same thing that we have done in that pseudocode, same thing we have written here. Okay. So what is the difference between pseudocode and this? Pseudocode has the statements and this one has pictures. Correct? So same step will be followed. We will follow this process until our C becomes 5. Okay, this process we will follow until our C becomes 5. Once our C is 5, we will print the sum and we will end the procedure. Clear? Okay. See, here the how looping is shown. We don't have the word loop here, no? So here this particular arrow, this one, it shows looping because it's helping you to repeat the step. Okay, clear? See here. Here what we have done after assignment, we have first executed the statements, then we have compared C, and then if it is equal to 5, we went to print sum. If it is not equal to 5, no, we went back to that step. Okay, clear? So this is how looping is done in algorithms and flowcharts. I have sent you an assignment. Okay, it has all kinds of algorithm and pseudocode and flowchart questions. So solve the assignment and let me know. Okay, take care.